morning, everybody. Praise the Lord. Uh, praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. I'm coming to you today to let you know just of the trials and tribulations that one has faced. God has been good to me. He really has. He's shown me some things, and it's time for me to start at least going after him, or at least try to go after him. Just as Peter was walking on water, he had distractions, which caused him to sink. Well, I'm calling on God to help me, and I'm calling Jesus to help me, to lead me to you, and this water might be the thing that's in my way to get me to you, uh, and the wind blowing to distractions. Uh, just tell you about one of the distractions, some distractions have been going on with the church I've been attending. I've just been trying my best to be a good loyal servant to God. To be an example for somebody, to be a witness, and people may tell you all the time to catch me, and I talk to people about God anytime, and be a witness to Him, and testify, be a testimony, and speak to people about Him. But while at this church, I encountered many distractions, and I don't know what's going on if I still be there. One distraction impels, this is just one recently. Yeah, I said recently. It was involved in a business situation where this man that's the trustee over the business side actually asked me to do a job, pursue me. Even got other people involved to pursue me when there was no need, when he had my number. But I went with it. I'm thinking about the money that was going to be involved. And basically, the job was just to gut the house. Yeah, gut the house. The house was filthy and nasty and needed it to be gutted. Well, this man talking about I need an itemized bill. I never did one. Just thought itemized bill. Okay, tell you how much it's going to cost and a receipt. That's what it's going to be. Well, he wanted detail for itemized bill about gutting the house. There's nothing much to it but clean up the house and how much it's going to pay. Well, I did one better, and I will show pictures of that later. I did one better as far as I even took time to write him the trips it's going to take, all that type of stuff. The man went on to constantly change the story. It went from this, from that, and from this to that. Now, this is what's representing the church. It's somebody that's contradictory. It's somebody that's not on the straight up and up. I know one thing for sure and two things for certain. The church is also a business, but it should be a church first and not a business first. And with those actions, I think those were actually personal. Because the bid that I gave him, he said he found somebody to do it for half. And even some people that was actually in that meeting that we had at the house said that I was charging way too cheap. And other people I talked to about the price that I said, they were saying that was way too cheap. And plus, he already paid me way more than that for a job that I'd already done. And this house was like 4 to 5 times worse. So the price was fair. But even if it wasn't fair, why is your story so contradictory? Said you're waiting on the bishop of the church at one point in time. Said need items bill. And then your attitude that you had. This is a representation of the church. You shouldn't have came after me and asked me to do it. But that's just one distraction. Another distraction. Me almost getting into a fight while in both auxiliaries, in two auxiliaries of the church. One being the brotherhood. The other one being male chorus, but each time I had to restrain myself. And I did that to be in order so I could talk to the pastor and let him know. Well, went on for a while where I never got a chance to talk to him, and these things happened over years ago, close to 2. Went to a phase where we had a different secretary than we had now. And even with her being the secretary, it was hard for me to get a hold of him. and talk about things, but there's just so much going on. But that's just too much for one to handle. And is it coming from the head where these men are allowed to do that? Because one of these members of the head that actually it seemed like he got uh, promoted for his behavior. And this is what representing the church is what representing the church. You started to fight with me for praising God and upset with the way I praise God, not for being out of order, not for uh, doing something out of order, but being in order. And by you being this man that has been chosen now to be a deacon, it just baffles me. Have someone out of order. Yes, I know you're using it in the Bible, but this is representation of the church. And where guys, it's in the, I mean, I know it's in the Bible where God will pick the drunk or, the adulteress and have great things for him. But just imagine, I left the streets alone, y'all. I mean, and for this to come about where I get into a fight, I just want distractions. And then this guy that's the head of the church, and I heard him give many sermons talking about how he's easy to get a hold of. He's one that you call, and he answers your phone in wee hours in the night, or he'll make sure to get a hold of you. Well, I have been trying to call this man since August. Better yet, maybe let's go back even way back before when we got this new secretary. We had the old one, and where I just can't get a hold of him. Where I would call, leave a message. Because that's what everybody said do. You got to call, leave a message. Even he said leave a message with the secretary. So by you even telling me to do that by being the head and saying, I was trying to set up a meeting with you. Well, fast forward just to this year, starting in August, didn't get a chance to get around to him or get a hold to him until towards the end of this month of December. Man, that's not being a man of your word. If you preach that, that's what you should be. And the way I got a hold of him, what caused this, the meeting was how I had to come to the secretary. I was just, one question to take her to the secretary. I was just really trying to find out what's going on by talking to her and leaving a message and calling. And when it was called one time, where I quit calling, where she even thought that he had already got back, thought the head had already got back to me. And so with me calling her, I had to leave a message, call her, and it was like, hey, the message I left was, this man is, just like a patient, going to see his doctor, to get healing for his body. Well, when you calling and trying to set an arrangement with your pastor, you trying to get checked up on your soul and see what's going on. That's basically the message I left her to get him. Well, y'all, he called back the same day. Now I'm thinking it took all that to get a response from you. But when you call back with the level of saying that with an attitude, talking about I need to apologize to this lady for questioning integrity. Not one fact I was questioning integrity at all. Not one bit. And think about it, none of this would have been happening if you yourself, being a pastor, would have given a response to me from all the times that I've been calling, so you haven't been getting a message. Ain't like you ain't seen me in church to take time to be like, hey, I'm gonna get back with you, but it took me to leave a message like that. But you say you're easy to get a hold of. That's contradiction. And then also, just fast forward to this meeting that we had. As we was talking, he again trying to persecute me in a roundabout way, talking about with the times I got into a fight with those two people, the auxiliaries. Said I could have handled it better. I need to check myself. Maybe I should have walked away. Well, why in the midst of this meeting, I'm not no pastor, no reverend, but God has called me for something. But why in the same, I'm just regular old me. Now this guy's a pastor. Within this meeting, he started getting an attitude and getting upset and getting angry. I almost wanted to catch him and be like, hey, you said before you get to that point, you need to walk off. There's many contradictions. And these are just some things going through by me walking the water and trying to get to Jesus the best way I know how. It's been on me for a while. Just want y'all to pray for me and keep me in your prayers as I'm going this journey. He got some things for me and some things I know I need to do. And maybe that's why things ain't going the way they're supposed to. And this is just some wind that's been blowing that I haven't let me get off track because things I can't grasp, and so I can't grasp, but I need to do what you can grasp. And that's just some of it. And just one more little bit of piece. I gave the same pastor a DVD of mine almost over 2 years ago, just so he could probably get a grasp and see the gift I had. I had been selling this DVD, and many people said it was good. And I thought by him, to him, he would recognize it. And let's get a chance to see it. Well, he said he haven't seen it. Said he ain't had time. But at the same time, he make time for what he want to make time for. And I guess I just am not one of them. I done gave this man many works of mine. And not to even say that what he think about it or anything. So I don't know the gist of it or what is going on, but something is off. Something is off. And back to the male chorus where I got in the fight, the male chorus rehearsal. Just imagine if it was a child of God coming to that male, want to come in and join church. And with saw this altercation, saw what's going on. That could have caused that child not to even want to go to church anymore. Said, these people are crazy. They fighting the male chorus. Let alone how church go big. But now that same man is a deacon. I just don't understand it. Maybe it's not meant to be. And this pastor says it's not even a call on my life to do the action. And I'm keeping that because I don't want the devil to come at me. As might already be. Well, y'all continue to pay attention, and it's the video. And I just want to help my other fellow brethren of Christ. And this is what this really is for. To let y'all know, I know they're hypocrites. The Bible speaks of it. Beware of wolves in sheep clothing. I spoke about that earlier. And it caused the good people, once they didn't get bit or get harmed, not to leave. Well, I'm asking y'all, the good people that I've met throughout my journey, as far from here to and fro, to get back into the church, to drive these hypocrites out, until bring the real people back in, the real people that want to give God His glory. But for some strange reason, that's all I ever try to do. I want God to have glory. And for this to be happening, maybe my praise is too real. Maybe my praise is just too real. And my worship is even realer. And it's exposing that which is fake. Because never in my wildest dreams I would ever thought I would encounter this. That's just some of it. But for these different type of calamities to come about at a church, I would never thought. So my soul has been questioned upon gunfire. Then my flesh, with this man, so my soul has been upon the question and been persecuted with these guys trying to fight me. Yes, it's been years ago, but it wasn't handled the way I would think it handled. It never really came to no reconciliation. If you wrong, you're wrong. And a man of God, or a man period, when you should easily be able to come and apologize. It should take no arming, especially in this situation. And if you can't do it, the man over you, once they know about it, should make you apologize, but should be the first one to adhere to this. At least that's me. And then what? That's just tackling my spirit side. But I'm like it never happened before. And then with the flesh side, with this business, trying to tell me I wasn't business orientated. That's just foolishness. And this foolishness coming from people and members of the board of this church. I don't know what God planned for me, but it's, the thing about it, what bothers me the most is I love the people in that church. Some beautiful people. So y'all continue to pray for me as I walk towards Jesus. Help me come through and get through these distractions. If I got to handle myself, that's what I would do. Because then the person I went to didn't try to handle it at all. This is not no hate message, but just a help message. To let people know that these things do go on. And people do leave church for situations from stuff like this. Some of the things just should not be happening. God bless you. I love you. I love all of y'all. My people of God. And keep praising Him, keep worshiping Him. In the name of Jesus, amen.